back, everyone. You know, Marvel is hitting it big at the box office. And here to talk about Fantastic Four First Steps are Bart and Jennifer Mills. Welcome, Bart and Jen.
Good morning.
All right, so action, sci-fi movie hitting the theater pretty well.
Yeah, actually, this has been, so far from the first weekend, pretty successful. This is the fourth Fantastic Four movie we've had, but the first one that's really been Marvel-centered and part of this universe. The others were when it was still Fox and Sony, and I won't even get into the politics of all that. But nevertheless, this takes us to the start of what they're calling first steps for the Fantastic Four in this universe. They are on some numbered version of Earth that's not us. I don't quite get all that, but we're Earth 600 and something, and this is on Earth 800 and something. And I'm sure that there are nerds out there right now just pulling their hair out, trying to figure out why I don't understand these things. But nevertheless, in this world, the Fantastic Four have been in business about 4 years. They got their powers by going into space and running into some cosmic whatnot. And so most folks know that this is Pedro Pascal, who is Mr. Incredible. He's all bendy and stretchy and the smartest man in the world. Vanessa Kirby plays Sue Storm, and she is both capable of visibility and she controls some sort of power thing, so she can throw power at people. Joseph Quinn is the Human Torch, and he, as the name implies, can fly and make fire. And then you've got the wonderful Ben
Grimm.
Yeah, Ben Grimm, which is Evan Moss-Bacharach from the Bear, and he is turned into a monstrous thing. It was very strong and still very pleasant.
Looks like he's made out of rock.
And so in this episode, they get to fight against the Silver Surfer and Galactus, who have come to basically eat their planet.
Right. So when I think of superhero movies, I think of action, of course. So is there a lot of action? How are those scenes?
Well, I mean, there is action. The funny thing is with this one, there is a lot of humanity in this. This is really more of a story about this family unit that was created when these, well, actually, it's two of them are brother and sister, two of them are married. And so they are a pretty tight-knit family. And it's not a spoiler to say that there's a child coming, because they say that in the trailers.
Yep.
So it's going to be Fantastic Five eventually. They are asked as a family to make this impossible decision to save their planet. And so they struggle through that. There's a lot of them dealing with the rest of humanity and trying to explain, what it means to be a hero. And so when you have that much buildup in character, and thankfully a movie under 2 hours for once.
Yes.
You don't have the time for as much action as you'd like. There's plenty of action, and it's a lot of fun to watch. A lot of really cool set design, because it's set in sort of this futuristic 60s
Sort of
world.
like the Jetsons meets, Marvel.
Yeah.
But not as much action as some.
All right. So real quick, are we going to give this movie thumbs up, thumbs down, or just somewhere in the middle?
Go ahead.
That's a thumbs up from me. I think it's good. It is a little slower than we're used to, but it builds a world, and we're sort of happy to see where it's going.
Yeah, I think that you're going to enjoy this movie if you just don't compare it to your other favorite Marvel movies. If you cannot compare it to DC Superman or Thunderbolts or, Avengers Endgame, which was, a masterpiece. So this is just slower, and it's just more drama, less of the big action set pieces that you're kind of used to with these superhero movies.
All right, so we're giving it 2 thumbs up for the movie Fantastic Four First Steps. Well, Bart and Jen, thanks so much for coming out today. Appreciate it.
Thanks for having us.
All right, well, don't go away, because we have more when we return.